Hello guys, welcome back to the SQL section of data engineering with Animesh, and we are going to solve our next question in SQL series. So let's get started. So the question is top travelers, and it has two tables: users, where ID is the primary key for this table and name is the user's name, and other table is rides, where ID is the primary key for ride table, means it will have ride ID, then user ID, which is a foreign key, and user ID would be linking with this ID in the users table. So keep that in mind. And a distance is amount of distance traveled. Write a solution to report the distance traveled by each user. Return the result table ordered by travel distance in descending order. Okay. If two or more users travel the same distance, then order them by the name in ascending order. Okay, so two order by clauses would be used. First is descending and second would be ascending. That is clear. And we have to give the total distance traveled by each user. Now let us see the example. Simple table, ride with ride ID, and see the rides table. This is the ride ID, first ride ID. First ride was taken by user ID 1, which is Alice, and he or she traveled 120 kilometers, and she traveled only once. Is there anyone who traveled twice? Okay, see, that's 9, 7. So 7 belongs to Lee. Lee traveled with 230 plus 120 and then plus 100. So the total sum should be presented for Lee. Okay, so 450. Yeah. And see, Donald did not make any travel, but still we would be considering him or her in the output, and we will assigning 0 to the travel distance. Okay, so let us jump to the question, to the solution. So see, Donald is not present in one table, but still we are considering it. So we have to use left join, where our left table would be which one? Which will have all the entries? This users table. Okay, so from, so I hope you understood why we are using left join, because we want to handle all the names, whether they are present in the rights table or not. Users, then simple left join on rights are. And what is where we will be joining? This ID of user u.id would be joining with user ID in the rights table. Okay, don't get confused and join with this ID, otherwise you will get wrong output. R dot user ID. So this is done. What you have to select in the output, let's see. Firstly, the name. Okay, so select u dot name, and you have to do the sum, but I will not get directly to the sum. I will just use this distance as travel distance. I just want to show what this gives the output and how to proceed ahead. Okay, this is travel distance from users left. Okay, now let us run this. Okay, don't worry about the wrong answer mentioned, but come here, output. So see, now notice two things. First, now we have combined this table, and see, now Alice is 120, Bob is 317, Alex is 222. Now we have to sum it using the group by, means how many times Alice is coming? Twice. So we have to group by name and then do a sum of travel distance. So first thing is clear. So let me proceed like this: group by u dot name, and we'll do sum of r dot distance. Okay. Now one thing more, I'm putting one more bracket here, and I will tell you why. See, this Donald is showing null. So if the sum comes null, if null, we have to replace it with 0. So how if null works is, suppose the first argument comes 0, or is sorry, comes null, we will replace it with 0 or any other value that your question demands. Here we want 0, so I'm using this group by name. And then don't forget to use order by. I will copy the travel distance, control C, control V, and it is descending, so descending order, DAC. And then if two people have traveled same distance, then the order should be according to the name and ASC ascending. Now let us run this and you will get the correct answer. See, yes, your answer has been accepted. So I hope you understood that why we are using left join, because we want to tackle all the names present in the first table. Secondly, be careful while using if null, because else your one output will be coming to null and that would not be correct answer. So we are using if null to summate. If this is null, we will convert it to a 0 value. And then group by, we all know why you use a group by, because for every name we have to do a sum. So using the group by, and then order by, which was as in the same way as it was mentioned in the question. So I hope you would have understood this question. This was a simple question on left join and if null clause. So I will see you in my next video. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning, and goodbye.